So today's question is, how should we interpret the beast of the sea? Is that the Roman Empire, a future Antichrist, systemic evil? Big question. These are, I don't know, these questions. Some of the questions do surprise me that you have sent in. And some of them I could have guessed that were coming my way. So this is sort of one that I could guess. The question about the beast is a big question, and there's a sense in which sort of like trying to figure out where the novel's going to go before you've fully have done all the character development. But Revelation 13 describes a beast that's coming up out of the sea. And it's got 10 horns and, 7 heads and blasphemous names and great power. And it's vivid, it's terrifying. And the question is, who or what is it? Well, look, let's just remember the first readers of this book would have understood this pretty clearly in the context of it being Rome. I mean, in 63 AD, which would have been before John wrote this, but Nero blamed the Christians, blamed the fire on the Christians. We think he started it, but and they were murdered horrifically, and they were amusement. Their death was the amusement of people in the gladiatorial games, and they're ripped apart by wild animals, and they're lit on fire, and all these things. So. That's not metaphor, that's history, and you see this evil, oppressive beast. I mean, it would be easy to think of Rome being that. So, so when John describes a beast with power, a blaspheming voice, waging war against the saints, that sounds like Rome. And it probably was Rome. But it doesn't mean it's only Rome. And biblical prophecy often has layers, and you got foreshadowing, and you've got a description of something that is going to be a precursor of something that's going to be later and bigger. So Rome is probably the immediate reference, but not the final reference. I think the spirit of the beast, an anti-God, anti-Christ power. This shows up over and over in history. And so lots of people have thought that, they knew who the beast was because there was a beast roaming and destroying and oppressing the faithful. And so there have been powers of evil that have mocked God and mocked holiness. And so I think the image we get in Revelation 13 also has some overtones because, one of the signs here, the beast has a fatal wound. And, this just sounds, again, like mocking, setting up the counter kingdom to Jesus. Jesus suffers a fatal wound, not a head wound. He's crucified. But there's a sense in which you've got this signs and wonders like you got with Christ, and they're all moving in the opposite direction. And so you've got this evil kingdom mimicking the good kingdom. So, in the middle of all this, though, the pay dirt verse to me in Revelation chapter 13 is verse 10 that says, this calls for endurance and faithfulness from the saints. So I think the question we ought to be asking is a little bit less, who is the beast? And in my life, there have been many people who have been, this is the beast, this is the beast, this is the beast. I stopped paying attention to those kind of descriptions. And the question is the interesting question to me, the important question is not who is the beast, but am I in a position to stand strong against evil? So was the beast Rome? Yeah, I think so. Is it a future Antichrist? Maybe. Is it systemic evil? Sure. But the pressing question is, am I ready to endure whatever the beast, whoever that is, whatever that looks like at this point, the beast turns towards me? Because Revelation isn't just a roadmap, to try and help us chart out the last times. It's a call to persevere in every time. It's a call to be faithful. It's a call to not bow down and bend the knee to evil and to false gods and to idols. It's a call to be on Team Lamb. And Team Lamb will prevail. Jesus wins. And the beast doesn't. So be encouraged, but be prepared to stand strong against those kinds of oppressive attacks. Hold fast, stay alert, be faithful. Have a good day.